So for me, the first best framing for the chat stuff is to understand them, or to think of them as what I call universal interns. These are interns. Now, every person in the way they sort of uh, Google Maps um, gave everybody a navigator sitting next to them. So everybody in the world has this navigator, this pilot who's going to tell them where to go, where to turn. It's an amazing thing. Now, with chat, everybody will have an intern sitting next to them. And that intern will do summaries, bullet points, research, analysis, write some scripts. But these are all first drafts. And you have to look them over, and you've got to polish them, and you may have to ask them to go back, and there's a little dialogue. What did you think about this? Or are you sure about that? Give me your sources. And so you're working with the intern, and it's embarrassing to release the work of the intern as your own, because it's like going to be so what the intern is basically the wisdom of the crowd intelligence. It's average. It's very bland, because it's based on the average human knowledge and behavior. And you have to press it if you want it to be a little special. There's little tricks to work with it to get it to what you want, but you're working with your intern, and the intern is amazing. And some will be better than others, more suited. They're going to have different personalities, and they're going to have different strengths. But everybody will have an intern or two at their disposal to do all the kind of things that you would say, but you've got to work with them, have a dialogue, and you might even train your intern for your own personal quirks or interests or the ways that you like to work. But they're interns, and they are only going to do part of what you want done, but they're going to help you do it. And so that, I think that's the framing that we're seeing. And by the way, what's really interesting to me is that how people are actually using these, and what they're using it for, these chats and the image generators and the other large language models, is not things that the inventors had ever thought of. All right, I mean, that's the beauty of it. It's kind of like the early internet, where you, as soon as you made the search, people started doing things with it that nobody imagined beforehand. The inventors did not have these things in mind, and that's what's happening right now with the chat. People are realizing, oh my gosh, this thing can do data analysis in and summarize, like for a marketing project or whatever, just unbelievably better than any human could. And it was not something that people were designing. They didn't have this in mind. And then, so we're discovering these capabilities, and it's very, very exciting. And there are the capabilities of an assistant intern.